Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! I have always put my heart into every Freya Skye video that I've ever recorded because I believe you guys have deserved nothing but the best, and you've seen far from it when it comes to these reviews about Freya Skye, because every critic on YouTube has an opinion to share with you when it comes to Freya Skye, and I've just wanted to give you guys the best. I wanted to be a part of some of the best reviews that I could ever record or collaborate on for Freya Skye, and you guys gave me the chance to be a part of something special. You accepted me into your niche as your voice of Freya Skye and Descendants and Zombies, and I felt more than honored to create all these wonderful videos that would touch the hearts of thousands of Descendants and Zombies fans and thousands of Freya Skye fans likewise, because together we truly came together and created something special for every fan of Descendants and Zombies, and we gave back to the Descendants and Zombies universe. Because somewhere out there in this really big universe, even with how big this universe seems to be on times, I've often said this, and you guys have heard me quote this time and time again, there is always that one girl who wants to watch a really cool Freya Skye video. And I've just wanted to say really nice things about Freya Skye, hoping that I could touch their heart, because sometimes it's very difficult to touch the heart of a girl who loves Freya Skye so much. And I've just felt so honored to be a part of that, because I really did see something special in Freya Skye's music, her talent as an actress. She really blew my mind, and she left me at a loss for words. And oftentimes I found it very hard to put together a review on Freya, because I wanted to say something nice about Freya Skye to touch everybody's heart. And you know something, somewhere, somehow, I was able to do that, because you guys gave me the chance to be a part of something so special, which is something I will never forget any of you for showing me the honor of being a part of something so special. So I just want to say thank you so much to every Freya Skye fan who has ever saw something really cool in every video that I've ever uploaded, because I've been over enthusiastic about Freya on times, but I mean there's no other way to really be, because if you believe in Freya Skye with all of your heart, you're going to be over enthusiastic, and you're going to be so excited about everything Freya Skye has happening for her at such a young age. I mean, the girl is only 16 years old. She will be 17 this coming October, and I'm so excited for everything she has happening for her early on in her career, because we never see this happen for a lot of celebrities who try to make names for themselves in this industry. They kind of just fade off into obscurity and oftentimes are forgotten about. And with how this industry is forever and always evolving and constantly changing, it is very difficult to make a name for yourself in this industry more than ever before. You know, 30 years ago when the Spice Girls and the Backstreet Boys were at the heights of their popularity before they ever faded away, the thing was it was really easy back in the late 1980s and early 1990s to make names for yourselves because there wasn't that much competition. Now there's more competition than ever before. So you're always having to put yourself out there in ways that you never thought imaginable, and Freya Skye is experiencing this. She's really trying to figure her place in the world. But I have never seen a girl put so much heart and dedication into every performance and every opportunity she's ever had the chance to be a part of or collaborate with, and I think she's going to have the opportunity to collaborate with some of her favorite artists of all time and be a part of something so special in the very near future, and it's really history that we're all going to be a part of. If you are somebody who has loved Freya Skye with all of your heart, hi, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Jonathan Clarke, and I've loved to record some of the best reviews about Freya Skye that you could possibly ever watch on YouTube, and it's been an honor from my heart to yours to create all these wonderful videos that some way or somehow has touched your heart, because I really do understand my audience. And every single time that I've ever had the honor of recording a video, I've taken away a greater appreciation that has forever and always held a very special place in my heart for my audience, for understanding you for who and what you loved. And I just wanted to give you some of the best reviews because of that. Because when there was somebody who was crazy about Descendants and Zombies, if there ever was somebody who was crazy about Descendants and Zombies, it was this guy. I watched Descendants for the first time when I was 25 years old, and I think I might have been 26 when I saw Zombies. And I really saw something special in Zombies for its cast and how much the cast believed in this franchise and how they really wanted to make the most of this opportunity. I gave Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim a profound amount of credit for what they did to the characters Zed and Addison, and how much their portrayals of these characters meant to so many wonderful people who felt intrigued and inspired by their own lives and things happening around them that they could make sense of because of what a Zombies taught them, because there were so many valuable life lessons seen in the Zombie script about acceptance and how you were struggling for that, and sometimes it felt very difficult to achieve acceptance in a world that was very difficult to achieve acceptance in. But it was our friendships and how our friends understood us better than anybody that could help us see it through. And I think that more people have been able to see situations through because of what zombies taught them. And also Descendants taught us some very valuable life lessons too, like the value of time and how to appreciate it, because we never seem to know how much time we have. And if I could go back in time and relive one experience in my lifetime, it would have to be falling in love with Descendants and Zombies all over again, because having the opportunity to have fallen into this niche and to have achieved acceptance by thousands of people who saw something special in every video that I've ever recorded, it was really a huge honor for me, and I just wanted to give you guys nothing but the best to be a part of something that was so spectacular. I would have loved to have produced the Stars Align tour for Freya Skye. I would have loved to have produced the Worlds Collide tour this past summer, because I always took away a greater appreciation from every show. And I always saw something special in every performance that may have been a part of the Worlds Collide tour or the Stars Align tour, because it was just so beautiful. It was so beautifully collaborated. And the thing that I got from the cast of the Zombies Descendants Worlds Collide tour and even the Freya Skye Stars Align tour was the level of appreciation coming from everybody who was a part of it. They were so appreciative of the moments they got to share in with each and every one of you. And for every onstage performance that Freya Skye gave, you could really tell she was putting her heart into every performance, because this was the first ever tour that she ever had the honor to be a part of and to sell out, because every venue was sold out across 15 cities across the United States. It will wrap up in New York City this coming March, and then of course they will head to the United Kingdom for I think 3 or 4 shows. They added some last minute UK shows in at the last minute, and you can only imagine how Freya Skye must be feeling having the chance to go home and perform in front of her home crowd. And I was never more proud to call myself a Freya Skye fan when I learned about the UK dates being added in on this tour on the last minute. She is so excited to have the opportunity to perform in front of her home country, but then again, who wouldn't be excited to perform in front of their home country? It really is a life-changing experience for Freya, and I felt so honored to be a part of all these moments to share in with each and every one of you. Seriously, guys, thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I know within less than 24 hours there have been a lot of reviews posted about the Stars Align tour, and you're probably finding out about this YouTube channel for the first time ever because you're searching up these reviews and these reaction videos, because there are people reacting to these performances. There are people reacting to the tour, sharing with you their opinions and their insights, and everybody's opinion is different. And I think that it's really incredible when you have the chance to relate to so many wonderful people. I never ever thought that I would have the opportunity to relate to so many wonderful people and to touch everybody's heart in the way that I have, because if you've noticed anything about these reviews and my thoughts on a zombie apocalypse, or how I thought that the chances of being beamed up by an alien mothership could never be more apparent than ever before, if you've noticed or taken anything away from any review that I've ever posted about Descendants of Zombies or even Freya Skye, these reviews are very different. And I perceive every video with the chance of hoping that I was going to put a smile on somebody's face because of my reviews being very different from every other collaborator on YouTube. Because the thing is, I've always wanted to be a part of these conversations, but I've always wanted to be a part of these conversations in a really nice way. I wanted to relate to people more than ever before. So if you love the song, let's say, The Person I Thought I Knew, I could relate to you because I remember seeing that music video, and I remember how beautiful the lyrics were to the melody that Freya Skye created, because she was playing this piano in this open concept field, and the gown that she chose to wear as part of her wardrobe for that music video was outstanding. Also, Gold's Gone was a very beautiful music video from some time ago. I remember the collaboration of the Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide tour and how beautiful that music video was. The level of appreciation that came from Freya being a part of the Worlds Collide tour was an opportunity that I took myself up on to be a part of, and I never ever forgot it because of how many wonderful people have loved Descendants of Zombies with all their heart. And I will never forget what you guys did for me, allowing me to be a part of the Worlds Collide tour, because if you thought this was the last opportunity for us to be a part of something special because of Descendants of Zombies, I think you should rethink that, because I know there are a lot of critics out there that will forever and always say that we've reached the last chapter and a dramatic conclusion for Descendants of Zombies, which is forthcoming. But I think as long as we hold on to that belief that we're going to be a part of something special special. It gives us more of a reason to believe in something special for that unforeseeable future. And I've often been quoted in saying, it's never the dark that you're afraid of. You're just afraid of what you can't see. So because we can't see what the future has in store at this point for Descendants and Zombies and even the career of Freya Skye, that leaves us with a lot of uncertainty. Well, when we come together and we create something special and we give people more of a reason than ever before to believe in something special, even if it is the smallest prediction about mermaids or sirens or witches or Freya Skye coming out with a new single, an EP, which will eventually become an album, I must say that an EP is just the beginning for Freya Skye, and if an EP turns into an album for Freya Skye many years from now, that's going to be something to be really excited about. I think she's selling millions of copies off Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. That is phenomenal for Freya, and I think an EP will eventually become an album. If you want my thoughts on Freya Skye releasing an album, I think we'll see that in the very near future, because I think this is just really the beginning for her. She's just merely scratching the surface of what she has yet to become, because she's just figuring out her place in the world. Because when I was 16 years old, I was more concerned with purchasing a video game at the local GameStop and being the coolest guy on the block because I had the latest installment of Mortal Kombat or Final Fantasy or Metal Gear Solid or something like that, Grand Theft Auto. And at 16 years old, Freya Skye is making waves, and she's leaving an everlasting impression on all of our hearts for her music and her ability as an actress. Because I must say, bringing these characters to life like Piper and Nova Bright, tremendous opportunities for her that she's taking full advantage of. And if there ever were emotional moments for us to experience, I think this is really just the beginning for Freya, because 15 years from now, she's going to be standing on that Grammy stage, accepting an award for all the rarity of her music and her recognition, because she's really established a name early on for herself in this music industry, which is very difficult to do with how forever the music industry is constantly changing and evolving. And these stars are very passionate about these fitness regimes they have to go through to stay in shape, to stay up to par for these roles they're being given in Hollywood, and the opportunities to record music videos. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for everything that people like Freya and Kylie have had to endure, because there's a lot of pressure on your Descendants and Zombies stars' shoulders that I've just wanted to alleviate. And if there was ever anything that I could have been a part of, it was offering you incentive that there is a future for these stars. And I think that given their ages and how far they've come at just 20 years old, some of them are 20, some of them are 25, some of them are as young as 16 years old. Freya just turned 16 this past October. I believe on October 17th was her 16th birthday. And I remember when I was sweet 16, and I didn't really know what to make of my life. None of us know where we're going at 16 years old, but can you imagine being signed to Hollywood Records and having these acoustic shows that are sold out and these Stars Align tour dates sold out across the board? I just went on FreyaSkye.com and I saw all the tour dates, and underneath them was marked sold out. The seating was very limited in these arenas because most of these arenas can only seat up to over 3,000 people. I think the Hammerstein Ballroom, when I used to promote events for wrestling years ago there, because they used to have a lot of wrestling conventions and stuff there, so I used to do a lot of promotion for wrestling events. I think the most that the Hammerstein Ballroom can seat is anywhere from 2,000, 2,500 to 3,000 people, so you can just about fit 3,000 people in there. I think the Paramount Theater in Seattle, Washington is going to be able to seat over 3,000 people tonight. So that's going to be huge for every fan of Freya Skye. So if you're heading out there tonight, what I want you to do is I want you to go there and I want you to have the time of your life. And, having the honor to perform in these theaters, it must feel like a Phantom of the Opera kind of experience for Freya Skye. She feels so appreciative of these moments. And the one thing that you will take away from every performance, regardless of how many she does or how many's left on the tour, is that level of appreciation is always there. She always puts her heart into every performance, and that's why I've never felt more honored to be a part of it. I would love to be the guy introducing Freya on the stage and be a part of the production team, because I think there's a certain level of production value that goes into these productions. And when you really put your heart into these productions, you can really see from the opening moment of every number of that performances that there's so much heart put into this, and everybody really believes it, that are part of it. And I think that was seen more than ever before in New Zealand when Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires was shot on location. The people of New Zealand were forever appreciative of Freya Skye and all these cast members of Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires. And, changing up from Toronto to New Zealand was a huge executive decision for Disney to make, and it was really phenomenally followed through with. And I think that the door of opportunity has never been more widely left open for people like Freya Skye, because the emotion is really there for every performance that she's ever had the honor to be a part of. I can remember years ago when there weren't so many names in this industry, and it was much easier back in the late 1980s, early 1990s to make make names for yourselves within this industry. And now you're seeing photos of Freya Skye posted online with a promotional poster for her Stars Align tour and her Stardust EP. It's incredible. The visuals that were taken for this promotion for the EP and the tour were absolutely incredible, nothing short of phenomenal. And I think that we're going to see either a sequel EP or a new album eventually. Of course, this new EP features 5 tracks in total from Freya Skye, including Silent Treatment. It was released back in December, and I know a lot of people were shying away from reviewing Silent Treatment after having previously reviewed it in December, but I just want to say this. Silent Treatment was a song that allowed us to relate to Freya Skye in a way that no other song that she had previously released was able to relate to her, because the thing was, she was trying to relate to you, the audience, because of a certain situation, because of your boyfriend you may be going through, because nobody is perfect and everybody makes mistakes. And I think that a girl needs to be taken into consideration. Her feelings really need to be taken into consideration, because there's somebody out there who listens to Freya Skye's music all the time who often feels misunderstood. And I think because you often feel misunderstood, that doesn't make you less of a person. And I think that's what Silent Treatment, for a person who may have been feeling ghosted by somebody who they thought was special in their own life, I think this song related to more people than perhaps ever given credit for. And that's why I felt so honored to review Freya Skye's vinyls and her music that was released back in December, because this was the beginning of something really special. And I had never felt more honored to share in these experiences with each and every one of you. It truly touched my heart having the chance to review Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide the way that I had the chance to review it, because I know there were 19,000 to 20,000 people in every venue that the Worlds Collide tour ever had the chance to sell out, and the cast was truly phenomenal and truly obliging. You guys really felt connected to the Worlds Collide tour, and you're feeling just as connected to the Stars Align tour from the videos that have been uploaded early on YouTube. In less than 24 hours, there have already been videos of these performances uploaded. They are getting thousands of views, and that just shows how passionate you guys have been and forever and always have been about Freya Skye. And I've always supported each and every one of you, because I saw something special in Freya from the very first moment that I ever talked about Freya on this show. And I've talked about a lot of them, from Taylor Swift to Selena Gomez to Demi Lovato to Miley Cyrus. If you guys have been subscribed to my YouTube channel for forever, you know that I feel very passionate about people like Emily Osment and Miley Cyrus for forever. I've often supported them and been credited to giving them an overwhelming amount of support. And now 15 and a half years later, I'm doing the exact same thing for Freya Skye, because I see something special in Freya. And I think Freya deserves to be honored and celebrated. And if you are somebody who is celebrating Freya Skye, if you're crazy about Freya Skye mental-like, then I support you, because in all honesty, guys, this is insane what's happening for Freya Skye at such a young age, and she's got the love and support of her family and her friends and this incredible fandom that has truly come together and allowed us to be a part of something special. You guys allowed me to be a part of something special that I will never ever forget any of you for allowing me the chance to have been a part of something so incredible. This has been an opportunity for me to meet more people. And because of each and every one of you, more people on YouTube know who Jonathan Clarke is, and I can never seem to say thank you enough for all the love and support that you have shown this YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel has become everybody's favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel of all time. And I have never felt more honored to be a part of it and to be the collaborator on all these wonderful videos, because each time that I upload a video, I never know how much of a reach each video is going to have or how many hearts I'm going to succeed in touching. But having the opportunity to touch the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies has been nothing short of a phenomenal experience for me, and something that I know that will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart. So if you're heading out to the show tonight in Seattle, Washington, it's going to be incredible. The show started at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time where I live. Of course, I live here on this island, so it was in Portland, Oregon, so it was on the West Coast. So the show started about 11:30 p.m. last night from where I live, and I had the chance to see some early access YouTube videos, and I must say that the performances that Freya Skye gave were nothing short of phenomenal and truly incredible, and I had never felt more honored to be a part of that and sharing that with so many wonderful fans. And I will touch on this again tonight in my final Freya Skye video for this evening, because you guys have chosen to spend your weekend with Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. This has become everybody's favorite Freya Skye YouTube channel in the world, and if you haven't already heard the news, I have dedicated the entire month of February to talking about Freya Skye, and I've never felt more honored to be a part of that and sharing this this incredible experience with so many wonderful people who have loved Freya Skye with all of their heart. Perhaps you have a favorite Freya Skye song that you can't stop listening to. Turn it up on blast, annoy your neighbors, and never turn it down, because you have to let the world know how you feel about Freya Skye, and you should never be afraid to let the world know and everybody know how you feel about Freya Skye. So take yourself up in that opportunity, because if you've never discovered who Freya Skye is, I think now there's never been a better time to introduce yourself to Freya Skye, because once you introduce yourself to Freya Skye, I promise you that you will fall in love with her, and hopefully this YouTube channel will give you more of a reason than ever before to fall head over heels in love with Freya Skye and take away a greater appreciation for Freya Skye every single time that you do. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. It has been a profound honor from me to you to be able to create these wonderful videos and to be able to touch your heart in so many incredible and emphatic ways. Thank you so much for having watched this video and spend your weekend with Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. It has been a profound honor to create all this wonderful, relatable content that I can only hope will touch your heart. Every single time I go to Booster Juice, I come home wondering how many people have subscribed to this YouTube channel, and I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I love when I see my subscriber count going up, because you're affecting the algorithm, and you're giving fans of Descendants of Zombies and even Freya Skye more of a chance to find out about these videos and discover the passion that I've loved showcasing for you guys about Descendants of Zombies and everything related to it. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. Thank you so much for spending your weekend and your Saturday afternoon with yours truly. It's been my honor, and thank you so much for having watched this video.